I am making this video because it has come up several times in Piazza that for some people the most simple configuration for the collision engine is not working. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to do a more advanced configuration for the for the collision engine. Okay, it is not hard at all. You just have to check a few things first. Okay, so for this more advanced configuration, what we're interested is in the links of the robot. Okay, um, so if we go to the robot hierarchy, um, and we check the links, this is what will happen for most robots. You'll have two types of links. Okay, you have one, for example, if you go and look at link 2, link 3, you see that you have two. You have link 2 and then you have link 2 visible. Okay, so one of these two is the one that has the collidable property and the other one doesn't. Okay, so it's the same for every robot. So if I click in here and check, to check I just have to double click the symbol of the link over here and then go to the Common tab, and then as you can see the collidable property is on. Okay, so if I check link 3 but without a visible a name, if I go, it is not set as collidable. Okay, so this will be the same for the whole robot. So since we see that for here, for the link 3, visible is the one that is collidable, if I go to link 2, it'll be the same. This one is visible is the one that is collidable, and the one that is just the plain name of the link, it's not set as collidables. So okay, this will be different for every robot. So for this robot in particular, the links that are collidable are the ones that are named after the link and then have the visible name. This is true for links 1 to 7 until the last link. The last link does not have like a link to visible. So if I double click it, I just have to check for this one if it's collidable or not, and in this case it is. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I mean that it's different for every robot. So if I go and select this KUKA robot, for example, and I open it, see in here I have two different names, the link responsive and the link just a plain name of the link. Okay, if I double click it, let me double click this one and go to the Common tab, you'll see that this link is not set as collidable. Okay, so the responsive, it's the one that's not collidable, and if I go to just a plain name of the link, this is the one that has a collidable property. Okay, so for this robot, just the one that has the plain name is the one that is set as collidable. Okay, as you can see, if I go through all the links, these links are collidable. Okay, so what do we do after we've established which ones are the links that are set as collidable for the robot? We first need to select them all. So for Windows, you have to press the Control key while you're clicking, and for Mac, you have to press the Command key while you're clicking. Okay, so I'll select the link 1, link 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Okay, so after I have all the selected objects, what we have to do is go to this left menu over here, and we're going to click the collections. Okay, we're going to add a new collection. It's called collection, and then we're going to in here is what are we going to add to that collection. So what we're going to add is the selected objects. Okay, I click selected objects and then I click add. Okay, and this will add all the objects that I had selected. Okay, and after that I can maybe change the name so it's a little bit more recognizable. So I'm going to put collision collection. Okay. Okay, after I've done this, the only thing that I have to do is I have to go to the collision model and go to motion planning, and in here for the robot obstacle collision check, what I have to do is put that I want to check that my collection does not collide with all other collidable objects in the scene. Okay, or with if you're interested in just one obstacle, you can select that obstacle in here, but for now I'm going to this. If you select all other collidable objects in the scene, make sure that, for example, I'm going to check this cuboid, that in the commons property it is definitely selected as collidable. Okay, so it is. And the only thing left to do is actually go to the code and check that we are actually going to calculate the collision avoidance. So, okay, this, as we know, will it's saying that you should calculate the paths again. And the other very important thing is in the find best path, this parameter should be set to true. Okay, so the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parameter, what it indicates is if I should do collision avoidance or not. If I put this to false, and it is set like that in the curve example, because for the Bezier curves we don't want you to use this collision avoidance, we want the robot to follow the curve that you created. So for that one it's in false, but for the first part of the lab this should be set in true. Okay, so for the first two questions this should be set in true. Okay, so this will allow the motion engine to calculate or to make for the collision avoidance. Okay, once this is set in true and we're sure that it will recalculate the paths, I just hit play. And as you can see, this will avoid the object. Okay, so what I'm going to do is stop and get on the way of the, put the cuboid on the way of the path in any way, so you see that it avoids it. Okay, so as you can see, it recalculates again, moves. Some people might be having the problem that the robot is kind of avoiding the object, but still the body, most of the body is colliding with the object. So if you have that type of problem, this is what you should be doing, okay? Just so you guys can see, if I move this robot again, this is the best path that it finds. If I get on its way and hit play, it'll definitely calculate a path that avoids all collidable objects. Okay, this will probably help most of you if you're having problems with a collision engine.